Imagine being cornered at a peaceful weekend market by a group of church women, screaming that you're an evil mother, while your teenage daughter sobs beside you. Now imagine they're doing it because your dead husband cheated on you, and you're the one being blamed. This isn't fiction. This was my life. Until I turned the tables and made them regret everything. If you've ever been blamed for someone else's mess or fantasized about delivering the perfect revenge, hit that like button and subscribe. Because what happened next will prove that sometimes karma just needs a little help from a printer and some binders. I'm a 46-year-old mom of two amazing teenage girls, 17 and 15. We've been through hell over the past year, and not just because we lost my ex-husband in a tragic accident. See, before he died, I discovered he had been cheating on me. And not just emotionally. He fathered 2 sons with another woman. She died in the same accident. It was my daughters, my brave, intelligent daughters, who found out about the affair. They saw the text. They showed me. And when I confronted him, he didn't deny it. I filed for divorce the next day. But before it could be finalized, he was gone. You'd think that would end the drama. Didn't. His parents, my ex-in-laws 78 and 80, went off the rails. They blamed me. They tried to claim custody of my daughters. Then they had the audacity to ask if they could move in with us. As if they hadn't supported their son's betrayal. As if they hadn't told my girls they were selfish for ruining the family. And then came the church. Now, where we live, there's this very traditional church. We used to attend with my ex's family. Strict, opinionated, and very vocal. Especially on issues like gender roles and obedience. The day everything truly boiled over was my youngest daughter's birthday. To celebrate, I took her and her sister to the weekend farmers market. Gave her a budget and told her to buy whatever sweets and treats she wanted. It was supposed to be a day of joy, a moment of normalcy. An hour in, I got the call, my daughter crying. Panic. Some women had cornered her. I sprinted through the crowd, my heart pounding, and there they were. 6 older women, faces tight with judgment, berating my 15-year-old daughter, calling her unchristian, a heartless girl for not wanting to see her grandparents. For not embracing her dead father's affair babies as her new little brothers. My daughter was shaking. Her eyes were wide and red. She wasn't just embarrassed, she was traumatized. Again. I shoved my way in and told my older daughter to take her sister and the bags and head to the car. I stood there and looked these women, some of whom I recognized from our church days, dead in the eye, and I let them have it. I told them to never speak to my daughter again. That they knew nothing about what my girls had gone through. That if they wanted to act like Christians, maybe they should start by being decent human beings. Their response: "You're a wicked woman for disobeying your in-laws." Barf. Security asked us all to leave the market because things got heated. These vultures even followed us to the car, muttering prayers like curses. That night I couldn't sleep. My daughters cried themselves to sleep. And when the house was finally quiet, I opened Facebook and reached out to a man from that same church who'd always been kind. He told me everything. My ex-Emil had written a heartbreaking post in the church group, painting herself as a saintly grandmother abandoned by a cruel daughter-in-law and her brainwashed daughters. She claimed the affair children were surrogates I rejected because they were boys. Claimed she and her husband were homeless and broke, they're not. Said we cut all ties with them out of spite. She even blamed us for the custody court's decision to place the boys with my ex's distant relatives. People who were actually willing and equipped to raise them. And the worst part, the church bought it. The more extreme members were calling for prayer circles, support fundraisers, everything. But this church has one golden rule. Cheating is a sin. Period. Male or female, no excuses. So she bent the truth. Lied about the babies. Made me the villain. Big mistake. You see, the divorce wasn't finalized. And I had everything: text messages, photos, email threads, screenshots of my ex-in-laws supporting the affair. Even the messages they sent to my daughters after their dad died, calling them bastards and blaming them for his death. Yeah, you read that right. 2 days after he died, they told my girls they killed their father by exposing the affair. I had time off the next day. And a printer. I went to a shop and printed everything. On glossy, high-quality paper. Color photos. Chat logs. Emails. The works. Then I got crafty. I spent hours assembling the evidence into binders that looked exactly like the church's hymn books. On the front page, a photo of my ex and his mistress making out in our living room. Below that, ex-husband's name and affair partner's name. A love story. And then Sunday morning I dropped them off. Quietly. On the table where the church leaves extra hymn books for those who forget their own. No one checks them. By noon, the firestorm had begun. People were posting in the church group asking, "Is this real?" Within hours, the pastor had to step in and delete comments because they were so graphic. Church members were outraged, not just at the affair, but at how the ex-in-laws had treated my daughters. Some still thought I was wrong to divorce, but many understood. Some even sent handwritten apologies. My girls received 2 letters from church members saying they were sorry for how they were treated. I was invited to rejoin the church. With support. And my ex-in-laws, publicly shamed. And they quietly stopped attending. My ex-in-law posted a status days later, saying she felt abandoned by the community and how no one cares for the elderly anymore. She mourned her great son, who would have taken care of her. With what money, I don't know. I was the breadwinner, not him.